Welcome to the Wondering Broadcasting Network News. I'm your host, Allison. It's been a long time since the Israelites have had good news, but we at Wondering have a breaking story that's very exciting. Grant, before we break this news story, can you recap what has been happening?
You bet, Allison. Our viewers will probably remember the names of the people God made his unbreakable promises to. Abraham and his son Isaac. Isaac had a son named Jacob, and Jacob grew up and had 12 sons. One of those sons was named Joseph. Joseph and his family all lived in Egypt and became known as the Israelites, or the Hebrews.
At first, Jacob's family was happy in Egypt. They were able to care for their animal flocks and have more and more children. After many years passed, Egypt had a new pharaoh who was afraid of the Israelites because there were so many of them. Pharaoh feared that the Israelites would take over Egypt. So he made them work for the Egyptians, and they were treated very badly and were forced to do hard work. But then things got worse than anyone could have imagined. Pharaoh ordered that every Hebrew baby boy must be killed.
However, there was one Hebrew mother who gave birth to a baby boy. Despite the danger, the mother hid him for the first 3 months of his life. But this was harder to do as the baby grew older. The mother decided to make a basket that would both float in water and hold the baby. She set the basket and the baby in the Nile River.
We just heard that Riley has found the baby's older sister, who apparently saw what happened next. Let's go to Riley and get the scoop. Riley, can you hear us?
Yes, I can, Allison. You're right here with Riley. And yes, we have found the baby's older sister. Please tell us more about what happened after your mom put the baby into the river.
I wanted to see what would happen. Really, I wanted to see what God would do with my baby brother, so I watched from a safe distance. His basket floated down the river and eventually floated right toward the place where Pharaoh's own daughter had come to take a bath. She opened the basket and looked right at him.
Pharaoh's daughter had your little brother in her reach? Oh no!
Instead of being upset, she looked at him sweetly. She felt sorry for him, and she started asking if anyone could help feed him.
Wow, so it was actually a good thing that Pharaoh's daughter found him.
Exactly. That's when I did something brave. They were looking for someone to take care of my baby brother, so I came over to them and said that I knew someone who could help.
Did she let you get someone?
Yes, so I ran home and got my mom.
You mean the baby's own mother was the one who got to take care of him and no one else even knew it?
Yes, not only was my baby brother protected by her orders, but she also paid my mom to take care of him.
A truly incredible story. Allison, back to you.
How amazing. You heard it here. Pharaoh's daughter saves Hebrew baby boy and pays the mother to take care of him. I have a report here. Pharaoh's daughter named him Moses, which means pulled out. She named him that because she pulled him out of the river water.
Moses' mother took care of him until he was old enough to live in the Pharaoh's palace. Years later, the Hebrew people would cry out to God for help, and God would call Moses to lead them out of slavery in Egypt.
Yes, Grant. God cares about his people and rescued Moses as a baby because God knew who Moses would grow up to become. The WIBN team is happy to share with you the truth that, just when they need it most, God sends help to his people. That's all for today's segment of WIBN, but remember, stay curious and filled with wonder.